For many people, stepping onto a boat is the first time they've done anything like this. And so it's a rare opportunity to walk in like blank slate, tabula rasa, not knowing much at all, and testing yourself. Okay, cut and dry how we got from Key Largo to Detroit. From Key Largo, sailed up to Fort Lauderdale, got more food, got some more water. That was a good test run for us. We have to have enough port stops regularly without a functioning refrigerator to reprovision with fresh produce and fresh food, balancing out dry stores, or else everybody's gonna their salt intake is gonna be enormous. From Fort Lauderdale, it was an offshore sail in the Gulf Stream to North Carolina. That worked out really well. We had great winds, great sea state, and we were making between 8 and 10.5 knots in the Gulf Stream heading north.
How about that?
Cape Hatteras is probably the biggest element of this transit that can get really hairy. The weather, that's where the Gulf Stream turns east and heads out into the Atlantic Ocean, and you can get some pretty gnarly weather events that happen there. I didn't want to, unless the weather was perfect, we were not going to sail around Cape Hatteras, so we ducked into the Intercoastal Waterway and took that up through Pamlico Sound. Fortunately, this boat draws 6 feet and is 60 feet high, so it can go under most of the 65-foot bridges on the Intercoastal Waterway, which is great for us. So we could go inland around Cape Hatteras, come back out just south of the Chesapeake Bay. We sailed up along the Delaware and New Jersey coast to New York City, up the Hudson River. Just shy of Albany, we had to take the mast down so that we could go across the Erie Canal. The only other option for us would have been to go up and around Nova Scotia through the St. Lawrence Seaway, and that was just going to take too long. So took the rigging down, motored across the Erie Canal, sailed across Lake Erie, picked up 4 high school student interns in Cleveland, and got to Detroit.
Brilliantly done, Captain.
So once we were in Detroit, it was time to start with building this charter business, building the business on the ship that when we're not having students aboard will take the place of tuition as our revenue stream so that we can be tuition free. We got a chance to get some people on board and get some feedback. Had all 5-star reviews, people had a great time. But then we had to get ready to start Voyaging South because winter was closing in. So now it's, we're getting a new crew, learning everything that we learned from the voyage north, doing a lot of system upgrades. We expanded our water capacity, we added a refrigerator, a bunch of different projects, and got a bigger crew for the Voyage South. So then we sailed around the Great Lakes to Chicago. Once again, took our rigging down to go down the inland rivers. Let's see if I can do it. The Calumet River, Illinois River, Mississippi River, Ohio River, Kentucky Lakes, to the Tennessee River, Tombigbee Canal and Tombigbee River, the Mobile River, into Mobile Bay. I think I got them all. I might have missed one or two. And we did all of that motoring with the mast down on the deck, just like we had done in the Erie Canal. We put our mast back up at this amazing shipyard in Pensacola, Patty's Shipyard. Can't say enough good things about them. Amazing hospitality. And then we sailed down the western coast of Florida to where we are now in Key West. By this point, I had heard of something called the Great Loop. I had never heard of the Great Loop when we set out from Key Largo, and I heard of it as we were sailing north and met other sailors in marinas who said, "Hey, are you guys loopers?" And I was like, "A looper? What is a looper?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, the Great Loop." So we are accidental loopers who are about to complete the Great Loop. We are tangibly moving the Planet School forward. Like, I've finally found what I want to be when I grow up. I didn't know that until my early mid-30s. I mean, for somebody who loves to learn, it's like a nonstop, living, breathing TED Talk with great sunsets all the time. And this may sound unbelievable, but there's never been a moment where I've been like, why am I doing this?